What's up, Devils? J-Dog's back. I got some more goddamn Devils fucking knocking on the door for some fucking answering. So here the fuck we go. Bringing on my phone and trying to chop all these fucking down. And this is on the video. Devils Ask, J-Dog Answers. Posted fucking 60 days ago when I recorded this goddamn video. That's how behind I am, goddammit. So here the fuck we go. First and foremost, the first Thrash or B-Thrash. Shout out to you, brah. Hey J-Dog, I'm a huge fan of traditional metal, speed metal, and thrash, also doom. So my question will be, will HHR be bringing out some newer bands in these genres? Like newer bands, like first time release type stuff, nothing that's coming to my mind. The only thing, what did you say, speed metal and thrash? The new Deathhammer album's coming out, so not a newer band, but brand new studio album's coming out. Supposed to be here at the end of this month. That's what the fucking plant date says, but we'll fucking see if that's on time or not. I'll believe it when the fuck I see it. Their on time fucking dates suck shit at best. So I think it's February 25th though. It says it's supposed to be out, but brand new album by a band, but not a new band. Other fucking paragraph. Looks like there's some fucking questions. I see some relevant fucking things that probably need some answering. Shout out to the Curator. Never seen you in the comments, brah. So good to see you on board. J-Dog, love the videos. Love the watchings. Question for you. Any chance of those other Inquisition Tommy LPs ever being made that never ended up happening? You know what? I'm not even 100% sure myself. I want to say no. Ever since fucking Season of the Mist snagged Inquisition, I think we got booted for that. I remember we were even talking about doing a repress of the other, what did we do? 3 different albums? Ominous, was it Ominous, Into the Infernal? We just maybe did Tommy's of those two, right? Maybe we did one other. I think definitely those two. But anyways, I thought we even talked about repressing those. But I don't think we're working with Inquisition at all. It's more of a chase question. It got brought up. I know I've asked him. We talked about it. I kind of forget. Whenever that fucking what was the guy accused of? Child porn, or it wasn't even porn, but or something stupid shit. Whenever that went down, we kind of just all like kind of talked him aside until the shit died down. It's like, I don't want to be affiliated with fucking kiddie porn. And then I guess they moved to Agonia and all that shit settled down. It's like it actually wasn't as bad as it sounded. I don't fucking know. So ever since then, that's when it got brought up last. I don't remember what it was because what was that, 5 years ago? So whatever the answer was, I kind of forget. If I remember correctly, Magnificent and Euphorious were also supposed to be done. Then a box to hold all the Tomies was going to be made. That sounds kind of familiar. I mean, sounds shit. You probably sounds like you remember better than I do. I remember this was scrapped when the band moved to Season of the Mist and dropped Kramer. Yeah, you're ringing some bells here. I want to say they had a falling out with Kramer too. I don't want to be starting on a scuttlebutt if I'm wrong. I could be getting this wrong, guys. Maybe they're the best of buds. I don't know, but I think that maybe they didn't want to use Kramer artwork no more, or maybe Kramer didn't want to work with them for some reason. I thought that had something to do with it too, with the falling out of these tomes because the artwork wouldn't match. That is kind of ringing a bell. This was years ago, and I mean I don't really commit drama to fucking memory because, quite frankly, if it's drama, I don't really give a shit. I could guess Kramer does not want to work with them anymore, which is understandable after how he was treated. Oh, sounds like this is public information. I guess that is what it was, how he was treated. But I would really love to see those outer Tommy LPs get done. They're nice as fuck. I agree. And even the albums that came after. Of course, Ominous was already done already. Correct. The Season of the Mist new artwork for the older album sucks. What else would you expect from a poser label? It's funny you say that. The Season of the Mist, it's kind of like, yeah, I don't like the artwork either. I'm like, these kind of like, I didn't like those, and even though it's kind of nicer on some, I don't like the Destroyer 666 ones either. Like, one of my favorite Destroyer 666 albums is Cold Steel. My all-time favorite is Unchained the Wolves. Unchained the Wolves cover, I think, is fucking awesome. Perfectly fitting. But I admit the Cold Steel for an Iron Age, the original cover sucks, but it's kind of like, that's what it was. I kind of want to keep it. And for whatever reason, I don't know what it is. Like they did new artwork for like Phoenix Rising, Cold Steel, and all of them. I don't think the artwork sucks. I don't know. Maybe because I'm just so old school, and that's when I bought them as a kid. I'm like, oh man, what the fuck? It doesn't look the same. Or it could be that, or maybe because all the artwork for each album does look exactly the same too. It's just like that line art that really blurs together. It's almost like the albums don't have any separation from each other. I can't place my finger on it, but I know what you're saying on the Inquisitions because I feel the exact same. I thought the same thing. I was like, especially like the Invoking the Majestic album. I'm like, just keep the fucking original Iron Pegasus artwork. Like, what did you need new artwork? What was wrong with that? But I was definitely thinking for the Destroyer 666 as well. So it's kind of funny you say that because I thought I was kind of the only one. I mean, because some of us is like, yeah, I guess technically it's better art. But I was like, I don't know, it's still just rubbing me the wrong way. So very fucking funny that someone else was thinking that. Here we go. From Ozell Macklin. Holy shit. Another goddamn paragraph. Try to fucking rip through it. Thanks for the shout out. I am thinking more of technical tech death metal like Beyond Creation, Symbolic Era, Death, Cynic, Atheist, Believer, Newer. So far, yeah, I don't really like any of these bands. Nihilist, I'm assuming you're talking about, that doesn't seem like technical death metal to me, but if you're talking about Nihilist, Pre-Entombed, the demos, fucking love that shit. But if there's another Nihilist, then I don't even know what the hell that is. Obscura, etc. I already assume that bands like Follow Yulia, Meshuggah, or any newer, older bands throwing jazz or cleans in the mix. I mean, I guess he's assuming that I don't like those, and you'd be 100% right. As a matter of fact, Meshuggah, I mean, it's been years since I fucking heard them. I literally remember not liking that so much that it literally gave me a fucking headache. Again, I mean that like in a literal sense. Like I was actually getting like kind of like nauseous listening to those. It was just so fucking annoying. Um, Sorry if you've answered this before, but are there any bands that mix aggressive or traditional vocals, such as Magica? Man, either I'm on the fucking loop or you're throwing bands that are completely out of my realm. I've never heard of any of this shit. That you do like or suggest. Also, do you think there is such a thing as too long between album releases? As an example, Manowar going 8 years a few times. Yeah, I think that. I mean, like for example, but I mean, I don't know if they're technically broken up though. They say they're not like Mortician ones. It's been like fucking 13 years. That's a little fucking ridiculous. If they are gonna do another album, but yeah, it gets when it's over 5 years, it's kind of like what the hell's going on. I think it's a little excessive. I mean, although like their biggest fucking offender probably because they're supposed to be doing an album is King Diamond. The last album, Give Me Your Soul. What year was it? I think that was 08, 09, maybe fucking 010. So let's just say 2010. I'm pretty sure it was earlier than that, but I could be fucking wrong. 12 fucking years? And that new song, Masquerade of Madness, which I did like. I mean, it came out on YouTube as preview single, whatever the fuck you want to call it in these 2020 fucking days. I like the song. Like, it came out, in 2019? Like, we're in 2022. Like, where the fuck's it at? It's been 3 years. I mean, it should have been like literally if they were recording the album in 2019, it should have been done and out by now. 3 years. What the fuck are you doing? I already said that on a previous video, but same thing. But what was his other question? About aggressive or traditional vocals. First band's kind of coming to my mind. I'm sure there's others. Is the Lurking Corpses. They mix like punk with death metal, some kind of like King Diamond fucking parts in there too. Them and I love the Lurking Corpses, but yeah, like clean vocals, traditional vocals kind of overlap with death metal. I know there is somebody else that it's kind of more recent or whatever. I'm drawing a fucking blank, but not too many that are coming to my mind. But the main one that comes to my mind is as far as a mix like that is Lurking Corpses. Question from Pine Box Slumber Party. Question: my apartment flooded and I have about 15 HHB vinyls that got water damage. The records are fine, but the jackets and inserts are moldy and destroyed. Is there any way I could just purchase sleeves/jackets instead of buying the entire record again? Is that possible? And if so, how would I go about doing that? Thanks, iDog. Unfortunately not, man, because we don't actually have any spare covers. We used to get a box, like one box, like 50 spare covers for every release, but we discontinued doing that about 4 years ago now. And the reason being is because the covers aren't fucking free. I think we're paying like $100 to have it done. And it's like, for what? Like if you get one or two, but basically what we concluded was to save money. Say you do 10 releases and there's $100 per, you spend $100 for extra covers. Who the fuck's texting me? God damn it. 10 releases, that's $1,000. So if we do 20, times that, however many releases we do, it adds up. And it's like, because we were doing, I was like, well, how often do we even refer to one of these covers? Because like someone got a damaged cover or whatever, and we send it out. It's like, I don't know, 2, 3, maybe 5. It's like in those cases, just send them a whole brand new copy. So we discontinued it for that reason. And all the back covers, they were so old, I used them up, got rid of them, like used them as packing material, stuff like that. So actually, we don't have any. Well, I don't think, I know for a fact we don't have any spare covers at all whatsoever at the moment. And I know because I use them for packing, especially like with some of the big, really big, when someone places like literally like $1,000 fucking order, a big ass huge order, or their trades. put about 4 to 5 covers like this at the very bottom of a double layered box, and then the records go inside inner boxes. That way, when it goes out, it's got this nice layer, thick layer like this on top of the cardboard at the bottom. When the postman slams it down, because it's like a 50 to 70 pound box, it's got tons of fucking space for between the records actually physically being the corners getting fucked up because they're slamming down because there's such a gap. So they work great for that. So I actually wish we had some more because sometimes I run out. I got to like cut cardboard from shit like that to use for the bottom packing when we don't have any. So actually, I like it when we have spare jackets. We get other spare jackets from other guys that do the same thing, like so let's say Yosuke or whoever we get trades in, and I always keep those, like pull those out, and we'll use them in our pack. So if ever you get a pack and like, fuck, why? I got empty covers in my box, and HHD didn't put this release out because I'm fucking reusing them because they're convenient for packing. So that's the reason why. But no, don't have any. Sorry about that, brah. Here's from Life Eternal. Comments all the fucking time. Yeah, man, we think the exact same thing about the digital format. I sell my own music relatively regularly for name your price on Bandcamp, and people throw me a couple bucks. But I would much rather than buy the CDs of my projects. Some examples of old school progressive death metal bands would be Atheist, okay, the first Cynic album, Madeira, later Gorguts, Opeth, Edge of Sanity. I don't like any of those bands. Edge of Sanity, I do like records by, but I don't, if they have progressive albums, I don't know that. The ones I liked were just pretty much straight up death metal. Atheist and stuff, I never got into. It was way too technical, like kind of like you're saying, yeah, just never got into them. I get why people do. It's definitely unique, but never did anything for me personally. Did you pick up that Coffin Shakers box set Savart had for pre-order a few months ago? I know it's one of the few bands of the style you like. It's funny you bring that up. I didn't even know about it, but I probably will because we generally get everything from Savart Records and on consignment. So hopefully we get those. Because yeah, I do like the Coffin Shakers actually. Pretty fun, enjoyable band. That's I guess like country punk rock mix. They're the only band of that style I like. So I definitely do enjoy them. I think I have just I don't have much stuff by them. I have like one LP and one CD. I think is what I own. From Mushroom League. Has there ever been talk about a new Mortician album? Dude, who knows? Hells were pioneers with bringing Mortician's awesome music to a whole new generation with the vinyl reissues of their past albums, and I'll always be thankful for that. Oh, thanks, dude. You're glad you noticed that because I thought the exact same thing. I was really kind of like prideful for literally Hells to do every single Mortician CD on vinyl. We did every single one of them, even the Zombie Massacre live and Mortal Massacre, Mortal Massacre was considered, obviously just a 7-inch first. Then it was just kind of like a slimline CD with the Mortal Massacre 7-inch and fucking some live shit on it. We even did that LP. We did every fucking CD they ever had on vinyl. No one else can say that. Not even Relapse. Never understood. There was a time in the mid 2000s when a lot of people shit talked Mortician. Never understood the hate. One of the greatest death metal bands of all time. Thank you. Yeah, I think did I say that? Did I post that video, or was that in this video? Maybe he's commenting that the reason he's saying that is because I said that in this video that I'm commenting on. Oh yeah, in case I haven't posted it, I'll just revamp on it a little bit. Yeah, guys, in the early 2000s shit, most of these fucking people, it's hilarious. It's funny seeing how the trends and the posers fucking in the scene come and go. Like literally in the early 2000s, tons of people fucking ripped on Mortician, fucking drum machine, and all songs all sound the same, and the movie samples are longer than the songs, blah 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 blah. Just fucking talk the shit out of them. But now, like, and again, when we first, like I said, the first, which I showed in my very first video I did, the Mortician Hacked Up for Barbecue LP. I forget the year. What year was that? Let's say 2005, 2006. Go back and watch the goddamn video if you don't see it. Very first video I did. When we did that, and then the second one was either, I think, House by the Cemetery or Zombie Apocalypse. I forget exactly which, but whatever. The first 1 to 2, 3 vinyls we did, the vinyls sold, but kind of sluggish. Like it was, you'd sell, but not like it didn't fly out the door. As opposed towards the tail end, but by the time we got to even less popular albums by them, like Domain of Death, Darkest Day of Horror, Reanimated Dead Flesh, which is the last one, I assume is one of their lesser popular albums, flew out the fucking door. It was it was probably in the late, like probably 10 years ago to now when Mortician became popular. And it's funny, like you can YouTube videos and shit like that from like 2010, 2014 or whatever, these one-off shows are doing. And it's hilarious. The crowds are fucking huge. There's like 500 people and shit there. When I saw Mortician in the early 2000s, first time I saw him was in 99 for Chainsaw Dismemberment Tour. Skinless opened for him. Literally, I'm not even exaggerating the crowd. There was like 15 people there. And the biggest crowd I ever seen Mortician play. So I think it was probably is either for I think it was for Darkest Day of Horror, and I believe it was at Peabody's, and I want to say they were the headliner too. I could be wrong, but I never seen them like open for Mortician or I mean for Cannibal Corpse or anything much bigger like that. Maybe they play with Deeds of Flesh or something, but I want to say they're the headliner. But at any rate, the biggest fucking crowd I think I've ever seen Mortician in the early 2000s was I want to say like 100 people. That's like the biggest. Other than that, it was like 50 people or less. Bottom line is, people didn't fucking like them, and they kind of ripped on them. But now they're super popular, and like whenever we get their shit now, the vinyls fly out the fucking door. Like I even said, when Reanimated Dead Flesh, that is funny. That was literally the fastest one that we did because I think that was the last time we did of the studio albums. And then the very last thing I want to say we put out was either the Final Bloodbath CD. I think it was Zombie Massacre. I think the Zombie Massacre CD was the last. I'm almost positive that was the last one we did. But as far as the studio albums, the Reanimated Dead Flesh, I mean, I think it's sold out in like 6 weeks or something. It's really fast. It's just like that's when everybody really was like, "Oh, fucking Mortician's cool now," just like Carcass Swan Song. Fucking sucked when it came out, but literally like 15 years later, no exaggeration, we get 50 LPs in and they sell in a week, and it's like whatever. It's just people trend jumping. Well, it's the last one of this video, so where are we at? We're at 16 minutes. I'll call this a day for this one then. I'll just do another separate video on the rest of the video comments. From the Curator, Roger has been trying for years to record a new album. He even has some bare demos up on his YouTube channel, but he says it's very difficult to get Will to commit to anything. Roger also currently lives in Vegas now, and Will is still in New York. Yes, I did know this information. I guess kind of somewhat skipped over the last guy's question too, which was basically the Curator. Seems like he's replying to him. Has there ever been talk about a new Mortician album? I literally asked Will through email when I was in contact with him when we were doing all the reissue LPs. He said they were working on a new album. This email was, I think, 10 years ago. And he's like, yeah, we got a new one coming out. But he did say this. He's like, because I gave him made him a pretty nice offer. Like, Hells wants to do the LP and CD, the whole kit and caboodle, T-shirt, and he declined. He said they want to do it themselves, like self-release it, the CD. He's like, but he's like, I do want Hells to do the LP. I was like, all right, cool, fair enough. But it's still, yeah, like I said, out 10 years ago. Literally still nothing. I did see on YouTube once, I think I was searching, like there was a new, like Roger just like, kind of like what this guy was saying. Like Roger playing a riff to a new song and it had a title or whatever. It sounded good. I looked at, oh, that was the guy who just replying. I guess that wasn't the last comment. I was going to say, it seems like there's barely any comments on here. That was, I just clicked on the reply to the one guy's about the new Mortician album. Guess it was kind of fucking relevant though. Got that answered thoroughly. So as far as when's one's coming, 10 years ago, I heard one's coming next year. 10 years later, we still got nothing. So I have no idea. But nonetheless, if it comes out, I hope Hell's can do an LP, and I will definitely check it out and almost guaranteed like it. From James McCowan, T-shirt preservation. Do you have a special way to wash your band shirts? I notice your shirts always seem to be in great quality. You can tell that in the video. Sony, wonder what your secret is. I always wash my shirt inside out, but wondering if you know any tips for keeping that sick ass art in tip top shape. Honestly, you'd have to ask my wife. I don't know. I literally don't even know how to turn the washer and dryer on. I haven't touched a washer and dryer in, well, we've been together fucking 9 years now, so literally not once since that time frame. Yeah, I know she doesn't put them in the dryer. I know that she hang dries them. So we have a bar like we have a dryer, but she just puts like regular clothes in there. The metal shirt she doesn't put in there. I think she turns them inside out, and I think she uses cold water. But I could be wrong. I honestly don't. I don't. That's yeah. She washes them. I think that's what the protocol is, but I'd have to ask her. But the main thing is, I know she definitely doesn't put them in the dryer. That I do know for a fact. From Henrik K, how much music do you listen to in an average day? 2 to 3 albums, I'd say. That's probably a normal day. From Ruben S. Yeah, those are not guaranteed. I have no idea how those files disappeared. I suppose Bandcamp is the safest way to go. What is your opinion of Bandcamp, if any? Kind of a love-hate thing. We use it for business, and we do sell quite a bit of our stuff on there, so like them for that. The hate part, I wouldn't even say I fucking hate them. It's just I just don't understand it. I don't see the need for them other than what the guy said above, who's self-releasing his stuff, and that's his only means of selling. outside that, I don't understand, not so much the company, but the customers that shop there. Like for example, which I'm glad people buy our stuff, but like I don't understand why they buy it on Bandcamp and not directly from Hell's, because I get emailed every now and then when they see their order. Hey, I bought this on Bandcamp for $13.99 and it's $10 on the Hell's site. Why is it more expensive? I'm like, yeah, because we're selling on a different format. They charge a fee. We just put that fee in there. So we don't lose money. So it's more expensive. So it's like just buy it directly from Hell's Headbangers. Like if you're buying something for Dark Descent or Metal Blade, or I don't even know if these guys sell on Metal on Bandcamp. I'm assuming they do. I just don't understand. Just go straight to the website, buy it directly from them. What do you need to go through this separate company for? So I think the company's kind of useless, other than bands self-releasing stuff. Then I guess it's a platform for that. Outside, I kind of it just seems like a hipster thing that's just unnecessary. But we use them because, hey, it's another platform, whatever. And the very last comment, goddammit, great channel. By the way, Saxon or Maiden? For me, Maiden all the way. So, yep, that's it for this one, guys. Keep the goddamn comments coming, especially the questions, so that way I can fucking get them unanswered. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Later.